Welcome back to Slow Readers Anonymous, where we buy more books than we can read in a lifetime. It's your girl Coley Cole, back again with another one. Alright, so in this one we're going to be doing a whole bunch of bookish things. When I say a whole bunch, maybe about 2 or 3. Ha! It is what it is. But I will be doing my book journal. That's number 1. And catching up from April, and you get a little sneak peek on how May's going as far as my TBR list and see what's going down and how I'm reading them. And also there's the fact that Libby be coming up with things that are just available because you put them on hold and they're just all of a sudden available. But anyhow, there's that. And there's going to be a Mother's Day haul on what I got from Mother's Day, and a nice new little challenge that I'm going to try and do for the summer, because school is out for summer. And as you can see, look at that, girl's got some nails. Oh my gosh. And I got the toesies done too. You ain't seeing that unless you on the OnlyFans page. Just kidding, I don't have one of those. Not yet. I'm not that desperate. Anyhow, moving on. So what we're going to have come up first is the book journal things, catching up and see what you could see about what's going on in May. Roll it. now we're back doing it up, and y'all know y'all saw me jamming with the hands, bow, 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 because that was the brother doing some DJing and stuff, you know, practicing, keeping up his hobby, you know, because he likes the music as well as twiddling his thumbs playing the game with his brothers and wifey's brothers too, you know. The romances are heavy over there, okay? Anyways, moving on. We were jamming, and you also may have seen multiple books from May that I started. 7 books. There was, I have notes. Air. I started that back in April, but I only put them for like the first and second days in May because I really like got heavy into it in May, and it's an audiobook, so your girl was like press and play all day for that. And then that one was like 4 stars. It was pretty good. It was from the Ember and the Ashes quartet thing, and this is Air was set like 20, 30 years. I don't know how many years down the line. Anyhow, if you know how that ended, it picked up years at the end, towards the end. But it was confusing me for a second because like it's a dual timeline that meshes in together with the next thing for the next part of the story. And then let's see, Body Count. That was a novella by Octavia Grant. That one was 4 stars. And then maybe 5, I can't remember. Married Men Only. That's another novella by Octavia Grant. Great, yucky, messy, unhinged, nasty, good time. You know, it was so much fun reading them. Those are novellas. We gotta love them. Quick and painless. In and out. Gotta get these number counts. I gotta get my book count, not my body count up. You know what I'm saying? Because I got 150 books to read this year. That's all I'm saying. Anyways, let's see. The next one was I Hope This Doesn't Find You. That was a cute little K-drama, K-pop type of thing going down. But you know, it was cute. It was cute. If y'all like clean romances, most of all they did was kiss. And hold on.
A few moments later.
But yeah, K-drama. It was cute. It was good. That was a 4 star. None of these I would just read again. 4 stars are the things that are really, really good. I was kicking through some of it, had a good time. But the 5 stars is the stuff that I'm gonna read again. Unless it's one of them things that wreck you and I probably can't read it or watch it again. Kind of like 6888. Y'all ever watched that with the Tyler Perry when it was talking about the black woman in the war and all this other stuff? Great movie, but I can't watch it again because I'm gonna get upset. Let me see if I can adjust y'all a little bit. It look a little crooked. Just look crooked. Anyhow, moving on. And then let's see. The 5th one, Dial A for Aunties. Aunties. Hey, Auntie. Now, this one, you would think it would be from like the Indian type of people, Indonesian type of area, because they call all the older women in the family, or just older women in general, aunties. So, this one is an Asian person. This is the one with the Jessie Sutanto. I would have figured that she would write like a Hispanic type of family themed book. That was my prompt for this one, family themed. But here I am waving stuff in the side. My bad. This one was an Asian family, and the aunties were helping her. I can't remember if it's the back of the book, but it's pretty much the whole gist of the book. There's no like secret or surprise, but Dial A for Aunties is like a romance with a hint of, well, a romance subplot, that's what it is, but it's mostly her hiding a body. She calls her mom, who calls all the aunties, and the aunties come and they help her hide the body. All the things that go wrong, it's like a cozy mystery thriller, not even thrilling, but a funny type of who done it, who you know who did it, because they telling you from their side of the story. That one was a 4-star. Oh, excuse me. Now, so far, my only 5-star of the month. Also, I got hiccups. My only 5-star of the month is Black AF History, and that's a reread. And this time, it came available for my Libby after waiting for more than several months. It just all of a sudden showed up, said, "Bam! Here I am. Let's go." So I listened to it again because I read it with my eyeballs last time, and this time I was listening to it, and the author did the audiobook, and it was very, very good. His commentary came more to life and more relatable while listening to it, so I definitely recommend listening to it, because reading it, it comes off very academic, but Black AF History with his commentary, hilarious. But also not, because, you know, our history. We lived it. We live in it now. You know how it goes. Anyhow, that was a 5-star, as I said. And the last one that you saw for May, if we're catching up for May, is The Perfect Impression. And that's another Blake Pierce, Jesse Hunt series. Always a good time with her. Unfortunately, this book dragged out a lot longer, or it felt way longer than it needed to, because for the first half of the book, you're in a case that you're totally not interested in, because the previous book introduced a new villain, like basically a new person, a new serial killer coming after her. Jessie Hunt is a profiler. She used to consult for the FBI, and now she consults for a special unit, kind of like a SVU thing, but they call it HSS. It's like a high profile type of thing. Anyways, special services unit, something like that. Anyhow, the new villain, you were like, yes, oh yes, give me the next book. And this book was the next book, and the whole first half of the book was talking about something else other than the villain. Now, mind you, the second half of the book picked right on up, which is what gave it the 4 stars. Anyhow, those were all for May, and that's what that is. So, saw me catch up on my book journal journey, and then now caught you up for May, and we are about to go into the Mother's Day book haul. All right, so the brother and the wifey, because he married her for me. I'm just saying, I say that all the time, but he did marry her for me, because she be knowing. He be knowing, but she be knowing. She be knowing. She be like, here, with all the books and stuff. But yeah, anyhow, they bought me books for Mother's Day. She's so kind. He's so kind. Anyhow, the team bought me books, and this is, the first one is The Doctor's Wife, and it's by Daniel Hurst. He thinks his secret is safe, but she knows the truth. Okay, she know the truth. And then the other blurb in the back, the burb's word. It says on the back, it says, my husband is a doctor. He's smart and charming, and everybody trusts him, except me. Okay, this is going to go down. I'm so excited. The Doctor's Wife by Daniel Hurst. That was the first book that they got me. And then they got me also. Tell me what you did, but I had to tell them that I did read it already, because that's what I did. So they said, tell me what you did, and that's what I did, and I told them. But so I had to bring it back, y'all, bring it back to the store and get something else. And then I saw it was like 30% off, 30% off. So, you know, Target likes to put 30% off on their tag. Totally forgot that's what it was. So I'm looking at the tag and I was like, ooh, $24 and so cents. I can go ahead and roll back another 30%. Sorry, that's Walmart. Price pack, price reduce is the price reduction. I think that's what Target calls it. Anyhow, I ended up switching it out for this book, Dire Bound by Sable Sorensen. It's a Wolves of Ruin novel. Okay, on the back, very short, I'm gonna read it. A dire wolf's bond is unbreakable. Embrace the bond or die defying it. That's a nice looking fantasy, if I do say so myself. You know what I'm saying? Anyhow, this book only cost me $8 extra from the book that they gave me, because it was buy one get one sale. Anyhow, love it. The next book is Not Quite Dead Yet by Holly Jackson. She was the one that did A Good Girl's Guide to Murder, that is also now a Netflix show. But this one is her debut as an adult thriller. Yes. So it says, in 7 days, Jet and Mason will be dead. And also in red down at the bottom it says, Jet is going to solve her own murder. Apparently Jet is not a boy's name, it's a girl's name. Woohoo! Then lastly they got me Caller Unknown by Jillian McAllister. She's the one who wrote Wrong Place, Wrong Time. I did not read that book. This is my first time reading Jillian McAllister. So let's see, any quick blurbs? Ooh, how far would you go to rescue your child? To the ends of the earth. A mother races against the clock and finds herself on the wrong side of the law in a desperate fight to save her teenage daughter in this pulse-pounding thriller from the author of Reese's Book Club and New York Times bestseller, Wrong Place, Wrong Time. So, this is like a ransom, kidnapping type stuff. Looks good. A desperate mother, an impossible ransom. Yep. Ooh, bam. There that is. So, that's my Mother's Day haul. But yeah, this is the haul of the books for Mother's Day. Now moving on to the challenge. Alright, so the challenge, the challenge that I'm thinking of doing, or going to do, not thinking of, is 75 hard. Or 75 booked, as if you will. Basically, I'm going to try and lose some sort of weight. We're going to do that no matter what. But as far as this goes, 75 booked, 75 hard, whichever you want to call it, 75 days, I will be exercising and reading. And so in 75 hard, they want you to read a nonfiction book. We already know that's way too outside of my comfort zone. I can't read with my eyeballs a nonfiction book. It's just not happening. It is what it is. So, anyhow, as far as it goes, I decided to read a classic. Why? Because classics are usually written in third person. And third person is nowhere near my jam. I cannot stand a third person book. It's just me. It's just how my brain is set up. It just automatically puts it out. Gone. Out there. So, my choice in book is a chonker. She thicker than 2 Snickers, okay? And it's great because I already know I'm gonna like it because it's a movie that I have the DVD of the DVD of The Count of Monte Cristo by Alexandre Dumas. The Count of Monte Cristo. See how thick that is? Look at that. It covers most of my face. Are you kidding me? You seeing this? That's how thick it is. Over 1,100 pages of these tiny, schminy words. Look at them words. Look how small them words are. What am I gonna do? How am I gonna do this? I have no idea. But she floppy as all get out. Look at that. Look at that. Ow, 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 ow. So, with my eyeballs, she be read. The Count of Monte Cristo, that is a challenge. 75 hard, 75 booked. All of it's the same thing for 75 days. Your girl has to read at minimum 10 pages a day. So I'm going to try and document this in my shorts. But if summer be summering, as I believe it shall be, I will document as much as possible. How about that? So, now that you have stayed for a long time and a good time, I appreciate it. Like, comment, subscribe. Tell me what you're going to be doing for the summer, what you're going to be reading, any challenges you're going to be doing, you know, all of those things. Like, comment, subscribe. Thank you for watching Slow Readers Anonymous. We out here. Peace.